Hey everyone, welcome to another episode about the LEGO 80s town that I'm building. This is the latest addition to the town, which is a classic space visitor center. Well, the story is a bit that this town is in the late 80s, and so we're in the space time of Futuron, Blacktron, and M-Tron. So the classic space has been decommissioned, and some of the equipment has been brought back to Earth. You can see it in a visitor center like you see here. So what we got here is, of course, a spaceship, and it's a bit fixed by some hinges and some turntables, and so it's a bit like diagonal, like see. So it has a cool look like it is now. And another cool thing, let me just put the camera down, because I got a backdrop over there. There's a backdrop, but I don't want to show it, so that's why I'm a bit hassling with the camera to make sure that I don't spoil the backdrop. So over here are also 3 pods, or whatever you want to call it, and here you can see what the astronauts were actually wearing in space. So there's also lighting. I'm coming back to that later on. Furthermore, we got also some kind of rover over here, and I don't know exactly the set number, or I actually built it with not all the bricks. I didn't have all the bricks in stock, but most of them I had in stock. For example, the spaceship that you see here, I had one laying around, so I used it in one of my first videos actually. And furthermore, there's also a small scouting spacecraft over here. Now there's a lot of lighting going on. We got 4 lights, 2 lights there, and 1 light there, and 1 light here in the corners. And in the pods are lighting, and also on top here are 2 lights, and also in the back is another light. And the downside of these 12-watt lights are that they don't give a lot of light, so you actually need a lot of light breaks to actually get the whole thing lighted. And this corner here was still a bit dark, and there's another corner in the layout in the town that is also a bit dark, so I want to add some lighting there as well. I'm waiting for the orders on Bricklink. I ordered some extra lighting and some cables, some connectors. I got the connectors, but I didn't get the light bricks yet. So it's over a week now that I placed the order, so it's time that the guy ships the thing out. So I'm waiting for it. Then I can finish the whole. Just let me show you a bit of. Oh, I saw a bit of that backdrop there. So then I can finish the whole town, and I've been through it with a compressor this week to clean off all the dust that has settled down in the last, I don't know, 6 months or so. So I'm really now into detailing the whole thing in the whole city. It's undusted, like I said, and now I can start putting in minifigs, cars, trees, things like that, and of course lamp posts. So I got a bunch of these lamp posts here, and well, they costed more than I wanted actually, because I first had these things, these transparent bricks. I had them second hand used, but they were all yellowed, and I got this brilliantly de-yellowing machine, but it turns out that transparent bricks cannot be de-yellowed, so I had to buy them new. So they were, I don't know, 20 cents each, so it's a bit expensive, but not too much. So here are all the vehicles that need to be getting a place into the town, and like I said, I'm now busy with crap. There was again something I broke down here, so that happens a lot. So I'm actually busy with the finishing touch of the whole thing. So this is the other side of the visitor center, and as you might have noticed, I used some stickers from the 6000 idea book. I got a replica set of those stickers, and I used them also in this setting. There's also a bit of classic space in that ideas book. If you love classic space and vintage time of Lego, you should check it out. It's idea book 6000. Google it and you'll find it, and you'll see a lot of nice stuff going on. I also like this part here. As you can see, the gold is intact, and that is, yeah, that's something special. You don't see that every day. A lot of these classic space sets, they have gold like prints, but they're faded, or you know, when you buy them they're faded because they're like 40 years old. So I can understand that they're faded after 40 years old, but this one looks very good, so I'm very happy about that. Yeah, that's about it about the whole visitor center. So let's turn off the lights and let's have a look how it looks in the dark. And this is how it looks in the dark. Do not be fooled by this image, because I set up the camera in a way that it really looks good on camera, at least what I can see on the screen right now. The downside now is that the shutter speed of the camera is too low. And what I mean by that is, it's a bit technical, but what I mean by that is that the exposure time of every frame is too long. So what you get now is when I move the camera around, you get a bit of a blurry image. So when I use this setting, for example, with a tripod that I do now, it's fine. But when a train passes by, you'll see it go very blurry. So it doesn't give a very nice shot with moving parts. So now it looks great, but when I put it, for example, the way it should be, then you'll see that's the wrong. Then you'll see it's getting a bit darker. This is the way I can shoot it. You see my hand is going nicely, and also the camera movements are much more fluently. But like I said, it's pretty dark now, so I just have to figure out how I set up the camera to do it the right way. So I put it a bit lighter again, so you see a bit more. So let me just show you a bit like that how it looks. So we got some lighting going on, and there's also a nice picture of an astronaut at the entrance. So it looks very cool like this. I'm very happy with the end results, and it costed me like 10 light bricks, but then you have something. And also the pots, or whatever you want to name them, they look also very, very cool. There's just one question I want to ask you, and that is the following. When I put the camera in normal mode, like it should be when I'm recording with running trains, I can pump up this image digitally in Premiere. Maybe I can show you now what it looks like. So I'm not doing it now, but in editing I'm gonna show you now what it looks like when I'm exposing it a bit more. So what you also see is that the light is extremely yellow. It is because the light bricks are yellow, and it gives the looks of you know, the 80s, the Lego 80s. But on the other hand, it doesn't look very good. So I want your opinion on this. Should I leave it like this, or should I change it a bit so it looks a bit more like white light? Let's do a split screen here. Which one do you prefer? The left one is the original one. The right one is the one that actually added a bit, and with different colors. So let me know what you think looks the best, because I need this information also when I'm gonna shoot the video. I'm gonna set up the camera, and I'm gonna need what kind of color settings I need, you know? So please let me know. So, and the rest of the town I can show you a bit. It's too dark for the backdrop, so you can't see it anyways. So so it looks like this, and still too dark. I still have to place a that's the sun blasting through the through the curtains. Not too much, obviously. I have to place a light over there, some kind of moonlight. I already ordered it. Should be coming in tomorrow, I believe. So then I hope to have a bit more lighting, and then you can see a bit more of the town in the dark. So do you hear the sound in the background? Let's have a look. That is my power supply, which runs now, I don't know, 30 watts, something like that. So in total we got now around 100 of these lights installed. So they draw together 30 watts of power, and yeah, that's quite a lot. It's like a normal small light bulb, but then divided by 100. So it looks pretty cool actually. Alright, thank you for watching. Let me know about the color settings in the dark mode, and hope to see you next time. Bye!